Well, good morning, folks. We are situated out here in the garden, and we're knee-deep in our tomato plants, and we are picking a bountiful harvest of San Marzano tomatoes. The weather has changed, cold front came through, broke all that heat and humidity that we've had all summer, and for the first time, I think right now we're about 62, 63 degrees. It's supposed to get down into the upper 40s tonight. We haven't seen that since probably May or June. It's been a real hot summer. That hot summer has really helped us produce some really great garden tomatoes. So we have a full crop of them. We've already picked one harvest, but there were a lot of green ones. So we have all these to pick. Some will keep on the vine so they can ripen up, like these here. A lot of these are just ready to go and get canned. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You can see is how many we have here. We're just loaded. We're just going to fill up this 5-gallon bucket that's already half full. We're also going to be cleaning up these vines too to ripen up even faster. So I'm just in here with my Leatherman, real sharp. And I'm cleaning up a lot of these leafy branches that don't have any fruit hanging on them, just to get some better airflow through here. I'm telling you, it's cold out here. I'm surprised how cold it got. You see how nice. Now this one's a little, you can see it's got a mostly red, but there's some orange, and but it's firm and it's good, and it's close enough to being ripe. And if you find any tomatoes as you're pulling that are on the ground, this one was laying on the ground, don't throw those away. Check them over, make sure they don't have bruises or they look okay and that they're firm. But that's perfectly good. There's nothing wrong with those. If I was to move in this area here, you see these leaves are starting to get the beginnings of blight. They're starting to get that late season blight when they start turning. Now these should go not in a compost pile, they'll go out in the grass, because we don't want to spread the blight. But keep your tomato plants healthy throughout the year by giving them a little bit of food, but they really like calcium. And that's really what you want. There's a real nice tomato right there. So what we do is just keep sawing away and cutting these back. And you're going to find, as we do that, that'll open up, and we find these gorgeous, gorgeous tomatoes that are sitting in here. And it'll also show us how close some of these other ones are to being picked. So I'm careful when I'm moving this, because I don't want to split the plant. And I can also cut these branches that are hanging down on the ground. A lot of new growth, which is good to see. That these plants, these San Marzanos, are still producing leaves. So it's a healthy plant. This is all brand new growth here. But we really we don't want to produce any more tomatoes. So we're not looking at that. We're looking at just cutting back, harvesting what we have. The season is ending. But by cutting all of that back, should be able to see what that exposes. Just pods and pods of tomatoes. And this plant is loaded, just loaded with ripe tomatoes. Yeah, that's what we got. That's more than a 5-gallon bucket. And you can see there's a bunch on the vine that are really close. And later this week, middle of this coming week, it's supposed to get in the 80s, and this will all be ready next week. And what we're going to do, now that I've got my tomatoes, we're going to put those in the house and get them cleaned up. All of these broccoli plants, we're going to get these out of here. They're done, so we're going to pull all of these out. We're going to harvest all of our peppers. These are still producing here. That's not a bad little 3-inch pepper. Then you look down here on the ground. This plant has just fallen over. Look at the size. Look at the size of these peppers. 7-8 inch peppers on here. massive peppers. I got bunches, gotta be 20 of them. These little ones, these are the ones I'm not growing next year. But even these guys had a nice baseball size, softball size pepper right there. So we're gonna get those up. Gotta get up the rest of our beets and look at those I'm so excited. Look at these pumpkins. Look at the size of that. Bigger than a basketball. And there's our squished one over there. Still healthy, still okay. We're gonna harvest these. I got a few others sitting over there by the rototiller. That's where they're gonna go, in the shade. We're still making beans, thanks to our little bumblebee there. And we got a bunch of beans to pick, but we're gonna let him do his job. We're all rototilled down there. We've pulled our peppers, we've pulled our broccoli, and we've put down some crimson clover. This is gonna be, this will be all dead here, so I have a nice border. The good thing about using the propane is that you can literally fry the seeds. So all that crabgrass, all those crabgrass seeds were just, they were just vaporizing. Heat helps. Heat helps a lot when it comes to peppers and tomatoes. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please click that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. And we will see everybody in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.